Today we're back with another amazing movie. 10 years after 9/11, an unknown natural phenomenon causes North America to sink under the sea. Hello and welcome to Binge King. Before we start, go ahead and subscribe. Also press the bell button to get the latest updates about new movies. Watch out for spoilers and take care. Without any further delay, let's start. After a long day at work, two Japanese men, Goto and Koga, are in a bar making fun of an American performer singing in a terrible Japanese accent. The President of the United States is sitting next to the two in the bar, hearing them make fun of his people. The politician interrupts their conversation, claiming that Japanese people should be patient with the American immigrants because they are new to the country. Goto claims that America has the highest crime rate in the world, but when the President of Japan arrives at the club, American President stops urging. It turns out that all the presidents and the higher officials of the world are present. A flashback shows us Goto with his American wife Catherine, who is a happy couple living in Tokyo. Goto narrates that his night, when he was enjoying his time with his wife, was a horrible night for world. America starts sinking. Japanese are ready to take an American refugee as a gesture of friendship. Goto also works in the same office and is arguing with his wife on the phone. She wants to return to America because she is worried about her family in Texas. Little does she know the massive land that was once Texas is now under the ocean. At the House of Parliament, Professor Taro Koro informs the president about a mantle plume beneath the Earth's surface that still has energy and is ready to erupt. Despite the fact that their entire country has been flooded, Oscar-winning actor Jerry Cruz and his actress girlfriend Elizabeth have arrived in Japan and appear to be excited about their new existence. Jerry feels that because he is recognized around the world, the Japanese film industry will pay him millions to appear in their film. Elizabeth is equally ecstatic, to the point that she cannot help but use racist insults. When reporters ask about the situation in America, quiz them before they leave, Jerry pretends to be upset, but quickly shifts the conversation to his Oscar. Koga is one of the reporters who is questioning them, and he invites Jerry to appear in a Japanese drama that his broadcasting company is producing next month. In the scene that follows, the actor joyfully accepts to appear in the show. Goto returns home to Catherine, who is concerned about her family in America. He assures her that they are safe, as millions of people have fled to various parts of Asia and Europe as refugees. In the meantime, Koga returns home to his wife. They have dinner together while discussing the price of food skyrocketing due to imports from the United States. Koga excitedly tells her about his meeting with Jerry. They believe that because of the actors, Japanese cinema will be as successful as Hollywood. Americans are warmly welcomed in Japan. The people donate to American refugee charities and assist them as much as possible. One day, a man holding bowls of Chinese noodles falls off his bicycle, and the dish falls into a ditch, causing China and the rest of Asia to sink. Similarly, a woman drops a baguette in the ditch, causing the France and the rest of Europe to sink. And Japan is the only landmass on Earth. For money, prominent American actors do stunts for Japanese businessmen. As usual, the professor tells the students that the tectonic plates still have some energy left and will very soon do something big. As usual, he explains all the unnecessary details passionately but forgets to get to the conclusion instead. He dances away from the class, leaving his students wondering. In addition, as food costs rise, the Japanese currency becomes the strongest currency in the world, making any other currency worthless. Or should I say, worth pennies. The refugees resort to begging, stealing, and looting in order to survive. People assume that because Jerry stars in a high-budget Japanese film, the film would be a hit due to the increase in American population. However, they quickly discover that the intended audience cannot even afford a television. Jerry and Elizabeth both lose their jobs and they hand their landlord bundles of dollars, but inflation makes it insufficient. And the once Oscar-winning actors become homeless. Meanwhile, the Japanese become wealthier in comparison to the majority of the population, and Koga and his wife are shown eating various delicacies such as whale and tiger meat. And his wife informs him that she is pregnant. The couple is overjoyed by the good news. Koga vows that no matter what, he will find her a position, but he is well aware that no director likes to cast Americans in their film. After the failure of Jerry's last film, the professor is enjoying his time with foreign women who have agreed to do his mistress work for money. One of his students is waiting for him to explain the functioning of the tectonic plates as the man flirts with the woman. The professor explains his theory using sexual examples but stops before coming to a conclusion. When Elizabeth returns home late from work, she asks her where she was, and she bluntly claims that she was with the customer. She even suggests he join the business, asking him to be more productive since he does nothing all day. They get into a massive argument during which Elizabeth breaks his Oscar award that he loved more than anything else. Several troops are then dispatched to find legal refugees and abandon them in the middle of ocean in order to deport them. The main goal of the government is to deport as many foreigners as possible, as they will not consider rechecking the documents even if a person is falsely reported to be a legal immigrant. The presidents of other countries are aware of this, so they try to stop the bill, but the Japanese president is clear about his decision. When Catherine offers Jerry the groceries she had just purchased, he claims that he won't be able to eat because he won't be home in time. When he returns home that day, he is greeted by his foreign maids who assist him in changing his pajamas and even accompany him to the bathroom in case he requires assistance. Since Catherine failed to shop for tonight's dinner, they were unable to prepare anything. A furious Goto asks his wife why she failed to do so. The couple gets into an argument again, which escalates when Goto slaps Catherine, who storms out of the house, claiming she is leaving him. On his way to work the next day, Goto sees her disputing with the deportation officers who are attempting to remove Jerry. Goto intervenes and asks her why she's attempting to save a stranger. Catherine then admits that she loves Jerry and wants to go with him even if it means drowning in the ocean. Her husband is shocked, but he can't change her mind. In a bar, the presidents of China and Korea are dancing to entertain the president of Japan. They have given up fighting for equal rights for their people in favor of dancing for the president in the hopes that he will provide them with food and shelter. Some people take weapons to the president's cabin and hold them hostage. Soon, they take over the entire bar and told everyone at gunpoint who were there to get a drink are shot. The waiters then reveal that they're actually the North Korean leader and his soldiers who plan to rule Japan. Meanwhile, a professor comes again and tells that remaining land is also going to sink. Immediately after he finishes, a massive earthquake strikes and everyone falls to the ground and begins praying for their lives. People fight with each other for no reason, since everyone is going to die anyway. Suddenly, the lights go out and the people in the club come together to light a candle and gather around it in the background. The name of this amazing movie is The World Sinks Except Japan. That is all for today, folks. Tell us in the comment section what is your point of view about this amazing movie. See you soon with another amazing video.